I'm waiting to see the, I don't know, Barbie movie, something, Magic Fairy Princess powered. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to exist. It's going to show up one of these days.
Welcome to the Handheld Chronicles. This is a gaming podcast where my co-host and I take some time to play a handheld game and then we talk about it. My name is Jameson.
And I'm Evan.
And this is episode 5. So, I believe you were saying, what year is it for Zelda?
It's the 40th anniversary of the Legend of Zelda series.
Alrighty, so question of the day then. What is your favorite Legend of Zelda game?
My favorite Legend of Zelda game is a Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds for the 3DS.
Very fitting.
It is a very fitting thing for us playing this. I don't know. The first Zelda game I ever played was Breath of the Wild, which got me into the series, so I then went and bought a DS to play through the Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, because guess what? They're on there, and I wasn't going to spend the $400 for a GameCube, which is what they were going for at that time. So then I just started buying all the DS Zelda games that I could get my hands on, and I really enjoyed the 2D adventures in the Zelda timeline, and my favorite one was just that Link Between Worlds. I know it's I want to say it's not a remap or like a reskin. No, reboot, that's what it is. It is a reskin of Link Between Worlds. But it's got so much more soul and awesomeness and greatness to it.
Very nice.
How about you? Do you have a favorite Zelda game, or have you not played enough of them?
I haven't played too many. There's still plenty on the 3DS that I haven't even checked out. My first introduction was Wind Waker. So that one is up there for sure, mostly for nostalgia. So because of that, I think I'd say my favorite is the Twilight Princess. I've only been able to play through it once, but I just remember absolutely loving it. I don't really remember too much about the plot. Yeah, the plot or like the actual dungeons or gameplay.
The dungeons in Twilight Princess are fantastic. The plot in Twilight Princess is horrendous.
Oh, I remember loving it. Like, especially Midna. Like, I don't remember much about her other than that she's my favorite.
I see that, yeah. No. Twilight Princess has just got a whole lot of different story arcs that just randomly change throughout the game because the production just like, you know what, we're going to do this instead. And so you just go into it and just different things happen. And you're just like, what? I thought this was the story about... Nope, we're doing this now. It's like the 3 great sages, and then you run into 4 great sages. I don't think that's correct.
Gotcha. Okay, so Evan, what game are we talking about today?
Gogos Crazy Driving Adventure? Is that the right one?
Not even close.
Not even close, Caleb.
It's Gogos Crazy Bones, Go-Go Crazy, I think? Or just Gogos Crazy Bones on the DS.
Oh boy.
Overview.
There's no overview to this game. There's nothing to it.
Gameplay.
Right? Once you boot the game up, you have just 3 options on the menu, which is already not a great sign, especially how...
One of them is credits, dude.
Yeah.
One of the buttons is literally labeled credits of the game.
Yeah, so you got play, you got settings, and credits.
Yep.
So you only really got one option because settings are pretty stupid and useless in this.
It is literally just the volume.
Yeah.
It is music. There's no other like fancy settings. It is straight up just the music.
So once you select play, you are then welcome to 5 worlds to select from, but you
Yep.
only have one to start with, obviously. Each
course.
world consists of 5 levels, and then each level consists of 3 games where you can get 3 stars. So it's like this whole mess of a Russian nesting doll with how it's set up.
Yeah.
Worlds, then levels, then games to get stars.
Yeah, that makes sense. Complete sense. Perfectly understandable.
Yes, it's a lot, but you have a selection of 15 Gogos to start with out of 30 that
Available.
15 unlockable. And I don't know, how would you really describe these guys? They're not like Pokemon.
Bobbleheads?
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to describe these characters. They're little bobbleheads. They've got some like character to them, depending upon which guy you're looking at.
Right, they've all got names and stuff, but
Dude,
they're like those trash pack toys, you know, if like they just look like little capsule prizes that you would buy in
For
bulk
sure.
at the
For
store.
sure.
I think that's what they are or were. I don't know if they still have them on shelves. I'd be surprised if they were.
these are 100% the little toys you'd get from your dentist office prize machine for having no cavities. This is 100% what they are. It's the vibe they give off. Perfectly what they are.
It's very early 2000s. Like these things, or this like type of marketing was everywhere. Where it's just, oh, collect them all. And there's 5 in a pack, and you don't know what they are, but you got over 300 to collect. You know. So let's get into the actual gameplay, I guess. Since within each game of the levels, you have the battle, basket, and knockout. Upon selecting one, you are then brought to a screen that is basically Angry Birds, and that's all this game is.
It's Angry Birds. Yes,
it's
yes,
a
yes.
reskin of Angry Birds with 2 new game modes. So battle is going to be your standard Angry Birds, what you're used to. You know, you select 5 Gogos and then you attack the tower.
It does exactly what it says on the tin. There's nothing unique about it. It's Angry Birds.
Exactly.
It's actually got some things that are worse than Angry Birds on it.
Oh yeah, is that basket or knockout?
Bit of everything. My biggest problem with this game is they give you like your previous shot, like they do in Angry Birds, where it's like you did this trajectory to get the Go-Go to land somewhere. Problem is, every Go-Go has their own stats
Yes.
and shoots completely differently than every other Go-Go. So if I follow the same line with the same power every time, I'd land in completely different places every time.
That
It's
is
like
true. I think your best bet is to like pick Gogos with similar speed stats, since the other 2 stats are bounce and balance.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what balance was used for, but balance obviously is like how much they bounce on like the ground, and which could kind of be useful if you're trying to work around, but most of the time you're only worrying about speed and their specific powers. Or did you put any much thought into anything else, or is because that's how I went into it?
it was just straight up whatever guys had the highest speed stat is what made it onto my team. I have been experimenting with a little bit of the powers, but let's be honest, they're not doing too much.
Yes. So looking at the other game modes really quick, we got basket. So there's going to be 3 little just baskets basically.
It does exactly what it says in the thing. Yeah, 3 little U-shaped containers you're supposed to shoot and get your Go-Go's to land in it. So you want minimum bounciness on these guys so they don't bounce out. But they don't tell you where the baskets are, and each Go-Go shoots differently, so you try to, you're like, I'm honing in my skills to make sure I land in this basket. And then the other guy that you picked is like 5 times lighter for some reason, and just you shoot it at the same angle, and he goes 30 feet away, and you're just like, what? That doesn't help me whatsoever.
Yeah, it's really annoying how if your Go-Go doesn't have enough speed, it just can't make it to the furthest basket, which is worth the most points.
Yeah.
And all the baskets are the same size, interestingly enough. I kind of figured that they'd be different sizes, but, I mean, they're, like, different distances at least, so there's that, but...
Yeah.
And then for the last game mode, you have Knockout, where you have Gogos you're trying to fight against, unlike the battle mode, because they are set up on these immovable towers, and you just have to aim it precisely in order to hit their figure out of their field of the tower, basically.
Yeah. I mean, I found the best powers. Sorry, I'm playing the Go-Go game right now as we're talking. Just give me a refresher on all the powers. The purple guys with the drop ability is the best.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down, by far.
Yeah, you got purple, which will just drop straight down as soon as you tap the screen again.
Oh, yeah.
Blue is probably my absolute least favorite, where they just slow down once you tap again. Green will do a spin, which just ruins everything, because then they no longer are shooting like a missile, they're shooting like a shuriken.
Yeah.
And it just throws everything off. Yellow, slightly useful, is curve, so if you overshoot, you can tap again and it'll come back around like a boomerang, but still going downwards. It doesn't like go up anymore.
Yeah.
And then red, finally, the other useful one next to purple is just going to be the yellow Angry Bird and give you a little boost.
It gives you a little dash, yeah.
And then there are also gray Gogos that just have no powers whatsoever, but they do have increased stats.
Yeah, better stats.
So, for example, the best Gogo you pretty much start with is named Skull, and he just has a crap ton of speed. And that's all you really need about him. So, even once you unlock the later Gogos, he's still, like,
the
on
best
my
one.
team.
Yeah.
Just because of that. It's Skull and then 4 purples, basically.
Yep. It's just the way the game works.
So I think they were trying to go with, like, different powers and Gogos for each game mode, but, like, for battle, I'm obviously going to be using reds to get more damage, purples for overshooting, then I can just easily attack them from the above.
Yeah.
And then grays because they have great stats. Basket, obviously you're going to use purple since they just go over the basket,
Yeah.
and then drop them straight in.
Yeah.
Stupid easy. Knockout, I'd use red most of the time since you can just get more consistently to get them out of the zones, and grays since they have, again, the best stats.
Yep.
Sometimes I'd pull out a purple so that I can just hit the edge of them so that they would roll out, but other than that, those are your 3 game modes, and every level in the game just repeats that with just a different layout.
Yeah. They all feel really identical.
Yes, it's a very repetitive game, just meant to, like, keep your kids' attention for long term while you're going on a drive or something.
Yeah, like, there's not much to this, guys. It's...
Even as a completionist, I just did not enjoy myself all that much going through these levels and getting all 3 stars.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't have the charm that Angry Birds have with, like, the enjoyment value of it. It's nowhere near as fun. I don't know who the intended market for this is. They're trying to make it this strategy type of game where you can have skill and, like, oh, you gotta pick the right team in order for your Gogos to do well, but at the same time, you don't give them any ability to, like, use the Gogos properly. They all act exactly the same most of the time, except for the random occasions where you're just like, nope, it just doesn't work. You can't do that. So you have to pick the right 5 Gogos you want to use to make sure you can beat the level. I don't even know. Like, it doesn't feel great.
Yeah. And on top of, like, what you were saying with, like, you have to get the right team in order to, like, easily get it, the game gets easier as you go on. Like, you'd think, World 5, it's going to get harder, but no, by this point you're going to have a larger selection of Gogos with more powers. Like, at the start you have 2 purples,
Yeah.
so you're forced to, like, mix and match with other colors, but once you're in the end game, it's like, oh, okay, I'll just select these guys, and
Yeah.
it's just very off from what you would expect from literally any other game.
Yeah. I'm 100% with you. The second you get to the end game, it's just like, well, these 5 guys all have the same stats. They have different abilities, but they have the exact same stats. So you know what that means? They work the exact same every time when I try to shoot them.
Yep.
Like, Angry Birds, there's only one bird that works differently when you throw it out of the slingshot. And that's Terrence, the big fat one.
Yeah.
And he's a little bit slower and he doesn't go as far. Every other bird will follow the exact same trajectory as every other bird, and then have their special little power on top of it. And so, like, you're able to pinpoint and do exactly what you want to, have so much more skill expression than in Gogos, Crazy Bones.
Yeah, your best option if you want to actually try and challenge yourself is to just not go for the 3 stars, because that's how you get new Gogos, or even if you get new Gogos, just restrict you to the first 15.
Yeah.
Since that is literally the only way to unlock them is, oh, hey, you collected 30 stars in the first world. Here's a new Gogo. And then it's like, oh, either it's better or not better than my current go-to team.
Set of Gogos.
So it'll boot one out or just never be used again.
Yeah.
Very rarely would you want to select a team different. Like, I always had a specific 5 for battles, a specific 5 for basket, and then the 5 for knockout. I never really deviated.
Yeah. It's the same group every time. It's just like, oh yeah, these are the best ones by far. Every time. You just pick them.
And that's just sad, because, like, some of the other guys have, like, cool designs, but it's like, your stats suck, or you're a blue and a green, so I don't want to use you, so...
Yeah. That's another thing. They all look different, which is fun and interesting.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, that's great. And, like, I guess I've built an emotional connection to the ones I used to play through the game. Those 5 are great, but... yeah, nothing about the other ones. Not a single thing.
Quality.
It's Angry Birds. I mean, it's just a reskin of Angry Birds. You can take the images of the Gogos, replace them with literally anything else, give it a new title, and you could say it's a new game because that's basically what they did.
Yeah. I mean, the Gogos look cool.
Yes.
They look cute.
They got fun
look
designs.
Nice. They've got fun designs. But again, like, there's nothing crazy about this.
Unless the actual toys themselves revolved around, like, flicking them at your opponent's setups or something.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with Gogos other than the figures themselves.
Yeah, like, even when you're doing the battles and the guys are built in little towers, it's just gray blocks. Sometimes brown ones. Like, they don't do anything. Like, in Angry Birds, you'd have the wooden blocks. And the wooden blocks, if you used Chuck, the guy with the dash, you'd go right through them every time. And you'd instantly break, you know? If you ran into ice or glass. I'm not sure what it actually is in
I always
Angry
thought it
Birds.
was glass, but...
I always thought it was ice, but
I figured the bigger, chunkier, like, actual blocks were ice, but, like, the thin ones, maybe glass?
Yeah. You'd use the 3 little birds and they'd break through it instantly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'd run into cement, you'd have to use a bomb and blow it up. Like, it actually gave you, like, this guy's hidden behind this material, so I'm going to have to wait till this guy in my roster shows up, and then I'll hit it.
Yeah, and they definitely tried to do something similar to that with the powers, but only 2 of them are useful.
Yeah, they don't do much.
So it just doesn't work very well. The music, not great. Like, it's fun for 1 minute, and then you're just sick of it. I don't even know if there are different soundtracks, or, like, because it all just sounds the same.
Yeah, it's all that. Yeah, and it loops.
Yeah.
The same song on repeat. And you said, again, like, you get the 1 minute of it, you listen to it once, you're like, oh, that was cool. And then you're like, oh, it's back again.
Yeah.
And again. And again.
Mm-hmm.
You're just tired and exhausted of it.
And even if you wanted to, like, quit out and change your team for some reason, you can't just, like, easily go back. You have to, like, go in the menu, quit, and then hop back all the way back into it, select your Gogos again, and then it finally lets you try again.
Yeah.
And even if you fail, the retry boots you right in with your usual team. There's no change your team button for whatever reason, so...
Yeah. The other thing is the interface. Sorry, again, the quality of life. The interfaces look all the exact same. You got your 5 boxes, The colors don't change, the backgrounds don't change. It's all the same.
They only change with the worlds, so you got 5 to choose from, basically.
Yeah. But then you pick your world, and it's like, pick between the 5 levels in this world. And the 3 little mini-game, and
it doesn't even give you a preview. It's like, I'll just roll a dice and pick a random one, I guess.
Yeah. And I mean, you've got this whole top screen. Nothing.
Yeah, just shows you your current Go-Go you're using, which is useful, I guess, but definitely could have been a full map so you could plan better.
Yeah, you could actually see what's happening.
There's
My first Go-Go on the first time I ever played level is just shot off into the middle of nowhere just to figure out what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, you can scroll to look around, but this is one of the games that just doesn't tell you how to play the game before you play the game.
Yeah, the only instructions is drag away from the Go-Go to launch it, and tap and hold to use their ability.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Those are the instructions. I've read you the manual of Gogos, Crazy Bones. There you go. You have it. You have everything you need to know to play this game.
Very true. But I will say I have one positive about it.
All right, let's hear this. What?
The Gogos are animated. They have their own unique animations for each character, which is nice. Tell me I'm wrong. It gives them a little more character. Skull has his head spinning around. That's fun. You've got O, literally spelled O-H, exclamation mark, and his face just lights up O. It's amazing, even though he's terrible.
They are fun to look at, but it bugs me because I'm you had so much time to animate each individual Go-Go to look different and to act different.
That's where the whole budget went.
And you can't make a game?
Yeah.
Spend a little bit extra. They don't need to be moving around and doing all that. Make the actual gameplay and the levels fun and enjoyable.
Going back to the levels and the environment, I guess the only other good thing I can say about it is that there are actual layers to the background. It's not just one 2D image. There's actually the back furthest will move faster.
Got the back plate and all that.
Yeah, it feels a little more lifelike, but the backgrounds themselves are just so weird in general that it still doesn't feel like anything. It's just oh, hey, there's a little extra detail aside from the small animations on the guys.
I could not tell you a single thing that the background looks like. It's
seriously, yeah.
Standard under construction futuristic city. That's the description. There's the background.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the steel girders that exist just kind of floating around on the buildings. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That's the background.
So at least it's memorable since we both know what you're talking about, but it's not in a good way. It's what the flip is that?
I'm not imagining the Go-Go Crazy Bones background.
Yeah.
I'm imagining what I know what they're trying to do, but they're not doing it. Mm. I've got a different, distinct image in my head of what that should look like, and it's not Go-Go's.
Yeah.
Ranking.
I'll go ahead and rank this one first, if you don't mind.
You want to rank it, Kale?
Okay, so this is hot garbage. Absolutely. Chicken Shoot is freaking amazing compared to this. This is the definition of shovelware, just so kids would buy it. But it's not fun. After you play a few of the games a couple of times, get a few new Go-Go's, then it quickly wears off, and yeah, but unfortunately, I guess, there is technically a playable game here. So I can't give it a 1.
It is playable. You are correct about that.
A 1 for me is this game absolutely offends me. This should not have been put up on shelves. This game, though, it was sold pretty cheap. I think I got my copy brand new in case for just $10, which for a little kid is a fair price.
Yeah.
And it's a playable game, but I can't give it anything higher than a 2.
Yep, makes sense. I
Yep.
mean, the original Angry Birds for the iPhone and for the iPod was free. The low price of free, and this was $10. It's an easy 2. I'm trusting you that there are worse games on the system. I've seen the corporate schlop that exists on different places, and I've seen stuff like that. Not looking forward to it.
This could be like one of the top 10 worst games, but it's playable, right?
It is a playable game. The game does exist. I could see a little kid enjoying this. I can't. I'm
Yeah. I could not see myself going through all 5 worlds again. It's pretty painful,
dude.
for how much there is. And it's just all copy and paste for the most part, so it's just very tedious to complete.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it a 2. I've seen the schlop that exists.
Yes.
The random games for kids that exist on the Nintendo Switch. They ported stuff like that onto the DS. I can 100% see it.
Absolutely. Just like direct movie tie-ins where it's like, hey, let's get something out.
Yeah.
New movie.
I'm waiting to see the, I don't know, Barbie movie, something, Magic Fairy Princess powered. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to exist. It's going to show up one of these days. And we're going to rank it with a 1.
Unless it's playable. Then
True.
it's just hot garbage.
It's hot garbage. Shouldn't have been put on the console.
I mean, maybe it'll actually be amazing. I've
Who
heard
knows?
the Three Musketeer game on the GBA is actually really good. I haven't touched it, but
no idea about it, but
now I am
apparently-
interested.
Apparently the Barbie Three Musketeers game is the greatest.
Actually good. Take that with a grain of salt, though. Which means that Gogos Crazy Bones for the DS gets a final score of 2 out of 7. But we're going to set it aside so we can spin the Wheel of Destiny in order to see which game we'll be playing next. Alrighty, no surprise, we are sticking with the DS library
Yep.
and going back in time to 2008.
Okay.
We're going to be playing a game developed by Konami,
Okay.
and the genre is Metroidvania.
Ooh boy.
Not only that, but it falls under the Metroid or Castlevania series.
Even better.
Alright, and you're playing as a female protagonist. We'll be playing
That's
Castlevania, Order of Ecclesia.
Let's go.
So,
Yeah.
thank you all very much for joining us on this hot garbage of an episode.
I don't know.
Definitely one that could be skipped. But, next time,
Next time.
Castlevania.
Dude, I'm excited. It's gonna be great. Yeah, I'm
So-
excited. Let's do this. We'll
Okay.
see you all next time. We'll be playing a new game.
Alright, thank you all for joining us.
See you later.